I had the wrong mic on. Of course, got to start with a problem. Hello, we have a camera today. It looks a little crooked. I'm going to have to fix that. I thought it was straight. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Oh, let's just straighten it out a little bit. Welcome, it's Wednesday. My name is AC, and this is Dank RC's Wednesday Workshop. And, wow, somebody's here. Hi, somebody. Last week, totally messed up. No, whoops, I gotta clean my glasses too, because I can't see now that I have the lights on. No live stream because I completely failed in fixing the camera. And that camera is sadly not, it works fine except it doesn't seem to have any HDMI output. So that makes me sad because that's what that camera's for. I mean, who needs like a camera to carry around? I'm not like a influencer or somebody who goes out and makes videos outside with a cam. And besides, I don't think that one would be up to snuff for that anyway. So it is a good camera. It's a Canon VIX I don't know, HX something or VX something, or can't remember the model number to be honest. That's a little bit better. So greetings today. Hopefully it won't be like watching grass grow, but in effect, okay, so let's talk about where we are. We're going to finish this plane, which I think is basically finished, except we want to put a secondary camera on it, which we're going to put somewhere. Where are we going to put it is the question. So I should have thought of that before putting the wing on and putting all these wires through here. I kind of want to put it back here. What do you think? Bad for life. What's happening? Black screen still. Oh dear. What the hell? How about that? Thank you. You saved me from hours of embarrassment and boiled it down to just minutes of embarrassment. Excellent, because I'm always screwing up the beginning of this live stream. Every single time. We're going to continue working on this plane that actually has some color in it, I think. Wow, I can't believe I don't see that other screen. How did I not notice that it was a black screen? I don't know. Okay, so let's go to get the other camera ready. Let's check the, oh, laptop's not on. Okay, so we'll add the secondary camera. We'll go into, we'll check to make sure that everything works. And then I think we're going to be, oh, we have to reinforce this hatch. We have to put a battery in and check some CG, and I think I might have to put like a, cut this out, this front piece out a little bit, and we'll make like a battery tray for it. So we got to do that part. So it's basic, oh, and the magnets. Oh dear, the magnets. Okay. That's basically one of the first things we should do. The magnets that, if Robert is right, will destroy my GPS. I'm hoping not. We're going to set this down here for now. Okay, let's just do some, well, when the glue gun gets hot, I'll reinforce the edges here. So let's make some marks for the, we'll take, here, let me see if I can get this camera arranged too. So we'll see what we're doing. We'll see what we're working with over here. Oh dear. Focus. This is the worst webcam in the world. Okay, it's focused. We'll switch. Thank you, Bad for Life. There we go. That's right. Thanks to you. Thanks to you. You fixed it for me. Appreciate that. Okay, so what we need to do is fix this part. These magnets here are really on top of and very well stuck down to the other magnet right there. So what I want to do is put that magnet into the lid up here. Oh, this camera, out of focus again. Yes, this is the worst. This is the worst camera in the world. So that part needs to be facing down, so we want to put it in this way. And we want to put it right there. So I'm trying to make like an impression for it. And then I'm going to put it back over here so I know which way it goes. Then we're going to take this. Oh, I guess that was off camera. My apologies. Then we're going to just cut this out here. And I'm going to do it. I have to do it in an inconvenient location because of my inconvenient camera abilities here. Here, let's try to do it over here. How about that? Is that going to work? I think so. So we're going to just cut out. Whoops. Maybe it would help if I got a sharper blade in here. This blade is not very sharp. Hold on, I think I just replaced the blade in my other knife, which is right here. Let's try this one. That's better. So we did put some tape here on this hinge, which is off view because this camera sucks. And my view of it sucks. I still haven't fixed my quote-unquote studio workshop here so that the cameras that I do have working, which are now just webcams, that's all we have now. No good cameras anymore. I hope that's coming in. Should have it more centered. After my vacation to Colorado, I'm going to buy a camera. Okay, so now what we need to do is we're going to glue this in with some hot glue, and we're also going to tape over it with some tape, some clear tape. So let's see if the hot glue gun is, oh, it's been in a bad position. Let's see if it's got any glue in it. Hotness to it, I mean. Where's my little spoilage plate for hot glue? Lost it. Hold on, we're going to improvise here. 1 second. No, it's not ready yet. Okay, we'll cut out the other side. That's what I should have been doing anyway. So we'll take this side. I can barely see where it's supposed to go. We'll see if I can make a better impression. We're just pushing on it over here. This camera is not very good. Okay, I think I've got sort of an impression there. It's right there. So I'm going to just like push it and then use that fairly faint circle impression in the foam to cut out where I want the magnet to go and hopefully not pierce myself. These knives get dull in this foam board so quickly. Oh, that doesn't really look right, but we'll see. The other one looks better. And we'll just dig this out. And I think I want to dig a little extra because it's too small. Okay, so let's just see how these fit in here. Nope, see, it's too small. I'm going to cut it a little bit more to this side. Hey, North 49, what's happening? What are you what do you, I am working on this same crappy airplane that we were working on 2 weeks ago. We're just going to finish it up here, and then, well, I'll present what I'm going to do for the rest of the time in a minute. I think I've been thinking about it. What am I going to do when I'm finished with this plane? Well, I never really finished with the Ranger 2000, I think, fully testing everything, so we're going to do that. Okay, so that's how that's going to look. And then this one on this side will go in like that. And let's just test it. That's how, see, it'll pull it shut. So there we go, it worked. Okay, so we're going to get some hot glue action going here in a second, hopefully. Okay, it's almost hot enough. Let me just get a little squeegee piece, scrap pieces. How's the weather up there in Alberta, Chris? Hope it's not frighteningly cold. 8-bits here too, oh my gosh. Several streams going on at once. I want to see. So I'm sure there's more interesting ones than this one, 8-bit. I don't blame you if you guys scoot the other ones that might be better. Not might be, but will be. Okay, so over here, should I switch views here? Okay, over here, because this camera, I have this camera in a bad spot. I got to move all the soldering stuff. We're going to cut a piece of scrap, just a few pieces of scrap to have over here, okay? And then we're going to glue this thing, and we're going to see, we'll hook this up to the professor at the end just to make sure that it works. So that's the next thing we'll do after this, actually. So okay, I'm going to get ready. I'm going to, oops, we're going to go over here. We're going to glue this magnet here and a magnet here, and then tape over it with this tape I have here. Okay, so I got to make sure to put the magnets in the right way, of course. So we'll put, I'm going to grab this, and the side that's down now is the side I want down. So I'm going to just go right there, and I'm going to burn my finger probably. Doink. And then squeegee that off. And then put a piece of tape over it. Piece of a crack in it. It's a little too wide. Put a piece of tape over it like that. Oh, thanks. I got it buzzed really short this time, didn't I? Yeah. You know, yeah, it's like gone, isn't it? Woo! My girlfriend cuts my hair, and I think that she wanted it super short this time, so I just, you know, I don't even know what's going to happen till the end, and I said, okay, here we go. This is the shortest it's ever been in my entire life, so there you go. All right. We're back here. Okay. I used to have super long hair, isn't that crazy? Like a hippie-like hairdo or whatever. All right, let's grab the magnet first and get the side that I want down. Uh-oh. I can't get it off here. Okay, so I want this side down. We're going to glue it. And then burn my finger probably. Yep, ouch. Get all that off of there, okay. And then put a piece of tape over it. Okay, there we go. Let's test it. Let's test it and see if we get a nice snap. Oh, that's pretty good. So as soon as, if I get the sides a little bit more smushed in here, and I think we should just blast the sides a little bit with a, oh my gosh, I don't have one. I do not have one at the ready. Let's Let's look at the chat in a second here. Where is that? Where are those pieces? Where are those things? Oh no. We're short. Oh, no. Can you believe it? I don't have a sharp barbecue skewer thingy here. Okay. Oh, I know why, because I used the last one. So I'll be right back. Let me put on my regular glasses so I can see. One sec. Let's see. Wood scraps. Wood scraps. I should get the camera over here working. It does work, but wood scraps. No, not that one. No, not that one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I don't have any barbecue skewers. Wow. That's a new one. Okay, let's look at my backpack over here. Wouldn't that be craziest thing if I didn't have any actual barbecue skewers? Oh, my backpack is such a mess from the last time I went flying, which was a long time ago. Oh, there's some in here. Oh, there's one. Oh, okay. Here we go. So what I thought I would do is, well, look at the chat in a second here. I'm gonna just kind of go into these grooves a little bit. This side and this side. Remember, I don't care about this plane. I mean, the more I work on it, I guess the more I care about it. But see, it's got that nice click. Yes, that's what we want. That's a professionally made, not in my case, an almost professionally styled case. Now I just screwed up the black at the end here by peeling off that piece of tape. But well, let's get some Sharpie along here. Cosmetically fix our black cover. Right there. There we go. And maybe a little bit more along here. Whoops. 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 Okay. So next we got to protect these edges. So we'll do that. This camera is just so close. It's so close. And this laptop is in the way. Everything's in the way. Okay, we're going to rearrange things a little bit. Sorry, folks. Let's switch back. And then I'll read the chat here. What's going on? Raining cats and dogs. Oh, dear. Well, we've had a lot of rain here, actually. Just too much rain, to be honest. But it's not really in the case of actually too much rain, but just too much rain for, like, chiggers and all that crap. Thank you. Should you take it to the wood? Okay. I know. What I have, there's a bunch. There's a package. There's a, oh, you know what? I'm forgetting where they are. They're all in here. Okay, I'm going to prove myself a foam board engineer. They're all in this crate. Not these. Oh my gosh, maybe I really don't have any. Yeah. I really don't have like a new package of skewers. I think I've actually gone through my supply. So this may be, maybe there's one more in my backpack that I take with me to the field. So I might have this and one other barbecue skewer in my entire workshop here that are fully unadulterated. See, I've got pieces of them over here, but and I've got one that has a sharp end, sort of, but I've dulled it down with so much use, and then it's got a bunch of glue on it too. So here we go. My hair will grow back. I don't care. I'm too old to care about that now. And I like it, and she likes it, so there we go. But I do like to have a little bit extra on the top, I think. I think that's the full reality, but it really doesn't matter to me all that much. And it's hot, you know, summertime season. So that's enough about that. Okay, this works great. No, why did I put this down? Now we're going to reinforce the edges by having some pieces of foam board here and just doing with the other glasses. I didn't really finish reading the chat, did I? Ooh, Bad for Life's got a cloud wall moving in. Uh-oh. So, walls of thunderstorms. We've had some walls of thunderstorms, but most of the bad stuff has been missing us, thankfully. Hey, Blizzard FPV is here too. Welcome, welcome. What's up? Who's... Oh, is that... Oh, well, thanks. Thanks. Thank you. I'm looking good from the sofa. That's good. All right. Here we go. We're going to... That edge really just needs a piece of tape. So we won't worry about that edge. Let's get this little bit right there. Then we'll fix the area for this camera for the rest of this. For us putting the camera on. We have to put a camera on. Okay, so let's do this very gently. And then we'll go down or up. Let's go up. And then we'll go right there. Go right here. Okay, that's enough for that one. Now we'll do this side. And I know this camera. Is it even in? Oh, it's, you know, this is like totally wide angle. That's one thing I'll give it, is it's like I can go wider angle than the other camera, the actual real camera. This is a C920 webcam, so it's not cheap, but it's not expensive either. It's like $60, I think. So there we go. That's our, I guess we should reinforce in here too. So yeah, we'll need another little piece here for a second. Let me cut this. Yeah, we'll reinforce along here too. I really should redo this whole end tail thing, this part back here, but what's been the theme here? We don't care about this plane, so after all this work, it's probably not really going to even fly. So, I mean, fly that well. It'll fly. I know it'll fly because it's already flown. But it's already flown without its INAV bits in there. Very intense. Yeah, okay. So we're just, like I said, reinforcing the sides. I should take this hot glue and just get a little bit right in there. And then scoop it all out with another piece really quickly. Okay. I've done a little cosmetic damage there. Unseeable from that camera, I'm sure. Not visible, I should say. Okay, a little bit more in there. Let's get this out of here. Okay, then let's... Oh, that was pretty thin on this side. Lots of stringage. Okay, we're basically done with the hatch. That part was a little too heavy right there. Too heavy right there and too light in the rest. Okay, now what about the front? I already reinforced the front. So, pretty soon, okay, we got to put the camera on, the rear-facing camera. I guess we're doing rear-facing camera. What should we do? Rear-facing camera, side-facing camera. I think Robert, I'll vote for Robert since he's not here, and say Robert votes for rear-facing camera. He doesn't like the side view. So we're going to put this Caddx Ant Nano, the 16:9 version. Why? Because my goggles are 16 by 9, so I always try to get 16 by 9. Yes, this is analog camera for analog goggles for analog VTX. This little guy is so cute and tiny, and it even comes with a little control board. It's only 20 bucks. That's probably half the cost. Okay. This little ant is so cute. Look at how tiny it is. There we go. It's very, very tiny. So I think we should just stick it right, like right here. Maybe not right at the antenna. Maybe we should put it away from the antenna. Right like that. Or maybe further down so it's not in the airstream as much. Or can we put it like right on the back? Is that even safe? I should have thought ahead. Alright, are you guys saying anything about where you think it should go? Rear facing under the wing. Yeah, you can make a brick fly. I know you can make a brick fly because that's all my planes are, flying bricks. Yeah. Okay. So like how would I put it though? Because this wing is so crappy. This wing has like a permanent flap built into it in here. It kind of goes down past the... I mean, I'd be happy to cut a slot out of it, but I don't know. Yeah. What if I like kind of stick it in there and cut a piece out where that is? Let's do that. Okay, we're going to do that. Impromptu decision here. So the first thing we're going to do is decide where on the wing underneath we're going to put it. And I think we're going to put it like as far out as we can over here. So let's put it like right there. So the first thing we'll do is we'll just cut up, because I want it to kind of go right at the edge of this double piece of foam. So we'll poke through. Now that I know where we're poking through, we'll go right here. Yes. Okay, so now what we'll do is try not to burn with this hot glue gun here. Let's move this guy out of the way. So now I'll just burn my foot with it because I'm like a weird professor today. I have sandals with socks on. Don't make fun of me. Okay, I'm admitting it. I'm admitting it before you can harass me for it. This might be a really bad idea because I'm going to have to cut a huge chunk of this out right here. Maybe it will just split the difference. So we're going to go so that really the front of it is going to be right there. So we only have to cut like that. From there. And there. We'll do it like that. Okay, this is the lines we're going to cut. We're going to cut like right here. This part I should arrange so I'm doing under the camera. Let's arrange this so I'm doing this under the camera. Everybody's gone. See you, everybody. I think there's like 10 live streams, like somebody said. This would be the most boring one for sure. So, I know other people that build stuff on their live stream, but I think I've watched theirs, and like, who is it that I'm trying to think of that does it all the time? And I complain about his background music. Okay, I've made this harder to open and close now with the glue reinforcement. So hold on, gotta move all this Move that way. Move this way. Move this way. Move this over here. Then we can actually be under this camera and work on it, right? We'll work on this camera. Yes, there it is. We're right under it. There's all this other junk all over the table. I hate when my workbench gets all messy. I'm like the opposite of Bruce Simpson. I don't know if you've ever seen his workbench, but whoo-hoo, it's a mess. It's got piles of stuff everywhere. Okay, so we're cutting right here. Let's switch cameras. We're cutting right here. So I've kind of made some marks just a second ago. And we're going to go here. We're going to cut this. I should look at the chat and see what you guys told me to do before I make a huge fatal mistake. I don't have Robert here to save me from myself. Okay, and then we're just going to kind of go straight back. Like I said, we don't care about this plane. We're just going to cut right out of it. It's good. We're good. We're good. Okay, we'll peel that off. Let's see. That's a mess. We're not cutting through the wing properly, so we're going to turn it over and hold it up. I think maybe the knife is not sharp enough anymore. I swear I just changed the blade for a recent project and then I barely used it. Okay, so back here we are. And yeah, you could hire a beaver. Oh, see, I didn't do it wide enough. So let's go this way towards the center. Which camera? Okay, I think we have the right camera on. Hey, there's a new plane out, isn't there? The AR Wing Pro Mini or something. Is that right? See, that's how I was thinking we'd put it. What do you guys think? Look at that. That almost looks like somebody who thought this thing out. Thought it out. Who thought this out? Thought it out. Yeah, what do you think? Just kind of angle it well, it probably should be angled in line with the... Probably part of the problem with this plane is the thrust angle. It's probably not the right thrust angle. And that should be something, if I was like an aeronautical type experimenter, like so many of people on YouTube that actually thought out the process of getting this to work, a plane of their own design to work, they would figure out the thrust angle through various iterations of the plane and experiment with it. Well, do I do anything like that? No, I just chuck it in the air and fly it till it crashes. And then build another one and fly that one till it crashes. Okay, so that's what we're going to do with... Oh my God, it's not even in the camera shot. Holy crap. There. There it is. That's where we're going to put it. Now, we have this package of goodies. And so, of course, like in every damn live stream that I do, we have to make a wiring harness. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this wire, this here wire, and we're going to have to make a wiring harness. I am so sorry. I was thinking about that, and I was thinking I should make the wiring harness before the live stream, so we're not making another gosh darn... You know, Robert's not even here, so technically I could get away with swearing much easier. Another MFing wire harness. But we're going to have to make one. So what I'm going to do is get the wire out. We're going to get the soldering iron out. Darn it. Oh no, did I make this really weak now? Look at that. Oh dear, I didn't think about that. I have weakened the structure of this wing by doing that. See over here, it's much tighter. And over here, so we're going to have to put some kind of reinforcement in here. We're going to take this tape out and we're going to glue in some extra foam to reinforce this just a little bit. We'll do that after we get the camera placed, I think. So this will probably take up the whole live stream, and then I still won't be finished. Yeah, the Sonic model has an AR Pro Mini and the new AR Pro Falcon Edition. Okay, so what's the Falcon Edition all about? You don't have to say if you don't want to. You're not bound to answer my stupid questions. Okay, so let's do that. We're going to basically wire a wire that goes from there, and I'm just going to tape it down to the top of the wing and punch it through here, and we'll go. I'll have to take this apart again one more time. I should have done this rear-facing wing last stream, but we'll go, and then we'll put the wire down the same area. Now we'll probably put it down this side so it doesn't get all mixed up with that stuff. Okay, that'll be better, right? We'll just go here, and we'll just as back behind the slipstream as possible, I guess. Plug it in there. Okay, so we need we'll get some wire. We're going to use 28 gauge, I think, on this project for this particular harness. And I think this one has a little bit of yellow left, so we're going to get my wire stuff out. This one is 28 gauge. We've never opened it, so we'll leave that aside for the next time. But these wiring harnesses have changed wiring packs. I know I've said this before. Changed my life. It's the white version of the AR Pro with new stickers, really just the same wing. Yeah, so my AR Wing Pro is like, it was the Eachine version, and the Eachine version of the original AR Wing Pro was black, and then the Eachine version on Banggood was white, and that's what I have. I have two of those. One that's built. I gotta move my light. The light was pointed the wrong way. One has been built and crashed, and we fixed it on this live stream, and the other one is still in a box. Okay, so how long should we go? What's the camera angle look like? Not so bad. Okay. I don't know what's back over here, but whatever. It's all been on camera before, I think. I think we need to go, so we're going to go across here and then down to the flight controller. So I think it's neat, and then we got to have that extra bit to deal with all the pulling the wing apart business. That's the biggest problem. So I'm going to go this long, and it's probably overkill, and I'm really bummed that we're going to have to take that apart again. I suppose I could just I don't see how I'm going to possibly find it, but I could try. No, we're going to take it apart. Okay. There's a lot of stuff in there for a small little space inside that thing. If I had a decent camera, I would show you. Okay, so let's see if we got this much yellow left on this. Oh, the yellow disappeared. There's the yellow. It's the only thing left in this box. Let's see how much we have left. I think we have enough. And this yellow looks suspiciously bigger than the red one. No, it doesn't. I'm just blind. Okay, we have enough yellow. We don't have to go to the new pack yet. Okay, so we're going to use these 3 things to make our wiring harness. I feel so dumb. I really did want to make this wiring harness first before this live stream. Oh, I have a little bit of blue too. I'm just going to put these scraps over here. Get rid of that. Put this back. We're going to put the plane down. And then we're going to get the soldering iron back out after I've moved it. Let's hope I don't knock out the web. So I have a very short cable for the webcam and an extension cable. So it's like not totally on the floor over there. There's a chance that I might just cut it. And is it crooked? You can't tell. It's such a wide angle. I don't know. Looks like it's like, I don't know. I shouldn't worry about it. Okay, so wiring harness. Let's build it fast. Let's build it fast. Come on, Selman. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So I heard there's like a Selman freeway in Florida. Is it Selman or is it Zelman? In Florida, USA. I don't know. It's not named after me, though. Okay, so we're going to cut this. Oh, here we are. Let's go to this camera. We're going to cut this at about as long as we can go, I guess. This long. So we'll just cut this guy. They're both the same, right? Both ends are the same. Both ends are indeed the same. So we'll cut this end short and one long, and we'll use the long one. And then we'll undo this a little bit, and we will strip the wires, making yet another wiring harness. Yeah, I built too many of these on this versions of this live stream, so I apologize for that. Oh, we don't have the soldering iron turned on. We don't have water for the spongy sponge thing. Got to get that. Some distilled water. And I may have screwed up my soldering iron. I had to take it to work to fix the laptop. And what happened with the laptop is those brass inserts came out of some plastic in the laptop, and so it was the hinge I couldn't put. Somebody brought in a laptop that they had basically destroyed, and I gave it back to them looking like new. So that was kind of cool. But I had to fix the hinge by taking the brass inserts, which were still inside the laptop, and reseating them with the soldering iron, which did work. And but anyway, I was trying to adjust the temperature down to the temperature that it goes to for the brass inserts, which is like 200 or something like that. You're not supposed to go over a certain temperature. Well, instead, I didn't know, because the 888D did away with the nice, easy to use dial, and it made it digital, which is, I like the original 888 Hacko soldering iron better. So, to make a long story short, there's 2 modes. And I put it into adjustment mode, which is like a calibration mode, where you calibrate it. And ever since then, I don't know what I did to it. And I don't know what the actual temperature is. So I tried to put it in calibration mode again, like today. And I noticed today, and the last time that I fired it up, after I brought it home, was that it goes up to temperature much slower than it did before. So I've somehow I've somehow botched up the operation of my Hacko 888D, which kind of bums me out. I'm going to try to figure out what to do about that, but it did bum me out. And I'm totally losing my voice, and the reason I'm losing my voice is because I don't talk that much in my normal life. And I'm talking on the stream a lot, and I'm training a new person at work. So I'm doing a lot more talking. See, it's way too hot. It's turning blue. Oh my God, okay. I have somehow screwed this thing up. I don't know what to do. I'm going to make it 25. I don't know what to do. It is not the right temperature. Shit. I have screwed this thing up. I have totally screwed it up. It's too hot. Okay. So I'm going to go down to 295. Shit. Sorry, you guys. I'm just thinking here, like what to do. I want my, it's blue. It's getting blue at the end. It's so hot. It's too hot. I've probably screwed up this tip now too. And I discolored the fucking, excuse my French, but I screwed up the brass insert too. That's all discolored. Okay, see, that's a better, see how shiny it is? I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to reset it to, oh man, I am just so bummed. Why is there that stupid adjustment mode? I'm just, that is. So now I got to get some kind of way to measure the temperature of this tip and try to recalibrate it with the horribly translated instructions that they give you. I mean, so here we get to the disadvantage of the Hakko, the famed Hakko 888D. Don't put it in adjustment mode when you don't know what you're doing. Tips are easy to recondition. Yeah, I wonder if there's a factory reset. Cut it in half so you can use both ends. I never end up doing that, so. And this, I could, you're right, I should have cut it in half. That's much smarter. I don't use my brain sometimes, but I have a lot of these connectors, so it's not a huge loss. Okay, me, the one that saves everything for future use. Yeah, so now I've got it set at 295 Celsius, but it really isn't at 295 Celsius. It's hotter than that. But I have no way of knowing. Like, I'll just have to now just get it to a temperature that I know works. Like, so this is working now. It's probably even still a little too hot. It seems a little hotter than normal. But at least it's not turning blue. It's back to good shape. Yeah, I guess I don't know how to recondition, except for I have reconditioned this one by using the rosin, this stuff here. Look, it's Radio Shack. Radio Shack, rosin, it's in there. Soldering, whatever. Flux, thank you, flux. Yes, you get to learn from my mistakes, of which there are plenty. And basically, I should have like a disclaimer at the beginning of the show. This show will not teach you, this show, it's not a show. this live stream. This will not teach you anything about anything. You will do not do what I do. I think a lot of live stream people do that, or their videos. Okay, I've lost the black one. It's probably all right here. No. Oh, here it is. Yeah, don't do what I do. Learn from my mistakes. Do what I don't do. Exactly. I appreciate that. That's very smart. So I'll have to keep that. I'll have to get a screen grab of that. Okay. Have I lost the connector? No, it's over here. So let's get these stripped, and let's get these before I lose my voice totally. Oh, there's a moth in here. There was a hole in our house somewhere because we getting an inordinate amount of moths in our house. And I try to catch them and take them outside because I hate just killing indiscriminately. But sometimes right now I'm thinking if I have a fly swatter, which I do somewhere, or I did. Oh, it's gone. How convenient. Fly swatter's gone. So I'm not going to swat it, but oh, there it is. It's flying all over. Okay, where are you? Come here. Let's get you. Ah, shit. Oh, it went away. I was going to capture it under this. Instead, I knocked a bunch of stuff off. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Let's get this wiring harness made in under 35 minutes. Jesus. Okay. Soldering iron. I still think it's a little too hot. We're going to put it down to 285. Now it might not be hot enough. I think we're going to put it back up to 295. Okay. 295, which is not the actual temperature. But until I figure out how to calibrate it, again, I have hosed my temperature display on my Hacko 888D. So don't do that. And the thing you're supposed to do is hold down the enter button. The enter button is what gets you into temperature change mode. And if you hold down the up button instead of the enter button, which is what I did at work, you go into that temperature adjustment, which is really calibration mode. And then I think I don't know. I couldn't figure out what I just screwed it up. And that digit, that first digit, the 300, the hundreds digit, will go up to 6. So for all I know, I set it to 600 for 300 or something. I don't know. Okay, we're going to stick these together, and then we'll heat shrink them. Yeah, this is where I should get the helping hands out again. Those proved very useful. Rather than me doing it this crappy way, but we're doing it this crappy way right now. Okay. This one and this one are two different lengths, and this one is way too short for doing the joining of the... Way too short. And what are we doing? Yeah. Oh, so yeah, okay. Here we go. I'm not doing anything. All right, we're going to fix this. Get this going. Oh, that is not a good temperature either. What am I doing wrong? Oh man, this is going to bum me out so much that I have screwed the pooch on my soldering iron. These aren't cheap, like $100. I think I paid 100 and I couldn't find one with free shipping back in the day. This one's pretty short too, the black one. That moth is flying around, banging into the lights. There are so many lights in here, it's in heaven. Or hell, I don't know which one, but I hate when they flop all around. They go in your face and flutter all over the place. Ugh. They're pretty when you just like can look at them. Their wings, their wing patterns and stuff. Yep. Who knows what temperature this is? It doesn't feel right. I don't know. If I was a smarter person, I would know the difference between something that was too hot and too cold. You'd think with all this experience, these wiring harnesses, I would have... Oh, shit. Okay. One more. I mean, it seems somewhat the right temperature. It's just the way the solder is going on the tip when I mess with it. Oh man, that moth is just going nuts. I have so many bites. I used to love summer and hate winter. I'm going to start loving winter and hating summer. And it's the Kansas bugs maybe that are going to do it to me. I don't know. Yeah, I'll put this in some flux and try to... Is that the way you recondition it? Hey, Robert's here. Robert's in the house. Welcome, Robert. I have a crappy camera to replace the dead camera, so we just have crappy cameras. The live stream with crappy cameras, and the boring dude that always makes mistakes. What is selling? What a sales pitch. So we're using a webcam. Oh, it's almost in my face. I'm gonna try to whack it and burn my face with this soldering iron, probably. Okay. Yes, Robert, you have joined in the making of yet another wiring harness. And I am sorry to say, I really did want to make this beforehand. Okay, hold it while my fingers burn. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, now it's under the shelf where that light is. And you've missed me complaining about the soldering iron that I ruined by going into adjustment mode and not knowing what I was doing and then not knowing what I set for the adjustment. Okay, so, oh, there it is. There it is. Ah, shit. It was right over here. I was going to get this and capture it and take it outside so it could re-enter the house again later. Okay, now where did my heat shrink go? I guess I put it away. No, there were two perfectly good pieces of heat shrink that were here all... Oh, here they are. Here they are. So I think we're done with the soldering iron. I'm going to gladly turn it off and have to figure out the... oh, Robert's yelling at me. Heat shrink. Heat shrink. Yes, heat shrink, of course. We're going to heat shrink it before we put on the connectors. Before. We'll use a piece. We'll cut them about this long, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Try to get them somewhat the same length. Okay. What was I going to say? Yeah, I don't think there's a factory reset, though. I don't think it's that damn smart. But the manual is not very well written. And I guess I didn't read through the whole thing. I just read through the adjustment part, which still doesn't make sense. It doesn't really tell you what to do. It just tells you how to get into adjustment mode, and then it says change the temperature. It says, for example, if you want 800 to 600 or something, or 760 to 800, and then it doesn't tell you what to do. Do you put in, if it's 800 and you want it to be, if you got it at 760 and it's 800, what, you measure it at 800 and you have the temperature set at 760, what do you do? It doesn't tell you. It doesn't tell you. Okay, so here's our wiring harness. Here. Let's do the heat shrink, which I just screwed up. Here's how we're going to have to do that. I'm going to stick this right here. I'm going to stick this close to the end as possible so that I can hold these out and they don't slide around, because I don't have a small enough heat shrink to stay stuck to these things. I think that one's good. Oh, shit. So then we'll heat shrink them. I hope that's good. Let's try this. Shrink, heat, shrink, heat. Heat, shrink, shrink. Something, do something. Oh, there it goes. So is it rain up by you too, Robert? Did you have some rain recently? Chris had rain. And 8-Bit has rain. And Blizzard. I don't know what the weather is where Blizzard is. Okay, so we're going to do a twisty, because I always do the twisty. This poor plane. It's getting all this time for me, and it won't even really fly very. Oh, I'm untwisting what I've twisted. How am I managing to do that? Let's try this again. I'm still doing the same thing. It's twisting that way and untwisting that way. Why can't I get this right? Just hold it in one direction, I guess. You'd think I would have never done this before. And I've done this like a million times. The wire harness building live stream. Okay, there we go, you guys. Okay, now we're going to make some connectors. And I'm going to have a sip of my coffee because my throat is raw. And everybody's gone. Just like that. It's okay. Oh, the connectors are up here. Duh. These things all look the same to me. Okay, we're going to put the sockets, not the pins, in. So we're going to put 3. So we need 3 of these guys. Yep, 1 hour in, and I still haven't completed. Oh, I did the hatch. I finished the hatch. Okay. I was going to say, I still haven't completed a single task on this plane. But I have. I shouldn't sell myself too short. Like my hair is very short. Not too short, but very short. Okay, let's get this twisty right as best as possible. Twisty, twisty. And yeah, well, we've had some good building days here. We've got rain. We've had a lot of rain. All right, I'm going to cut these off about like so. And then we'll go from there. And the building I've been trying to do is in the garage. I'm trying to finish a workbench in there. It's kind of built into the wall that holds my chop saw and maybe what is that? It's like a scroll saw, I guess you'd call it. Okay, so we're going to just trim a little bit because we're going to put it in the connector. And then the connector goes, and what we need is this pair of pliers, which do I have at the ready? No, I do not. There we go. So we'll stick that in there. That length looks good. And I'm sorry if you can't see. I can't see what you guys can see right now while I do this. Okay. And we'll do this. And here we go. We got to get it just the right spot. These things are very particular connectors. You can't just wing it like I do for so many other things. Okay. Give it a little twist in there if I can. And we'll put another connector on. Then we'll go into the second hour. Will be consumed by me trying to reinforce the wing where I've cut it to pieces and given it a serious structural weakness. So I could add a vanity camera. That is hilarious. But yeah, that's good. That's what this hobby's about. We don't need a rear-facing camera, but it's fun to have. So yeah, I'm going to maybe after this vacation, there'll be a few other expenditures. And then we're going to start planning for building some of these planes that are in boxes. Is that going to be right? Yeah, it's good enough, I guess. So we've got some oldies but goodies that have never been built. That's the worst one that I did here. Okay, so now we have to get, you know what? I might be out of 3-prong connectors. I might just be out of 3-slot connectors. Nope. We've got plenty. I don't know why I thought I was out. Maybe, oh, it's 4-slot. We're out of 4-slot connectors. We've got 2-slot connectors, and we've got a couple bags of 3-slot connectors. 3-pin connectors. I don't know what I'm calling them slot for. Making a catamaran speedboat out of foam and fiberglass 24 inches long. Oh my God, that sounds cool. So Andy, my friend Andy, who joins this live stream sometimes, he has some boats. I think that they're, I don't know if he built the hull himself though. He might have done it just from a part, but he still built the boats and all the stuff in there. That is some cool, those, the the boat stuff is some cool electric stuff, I think. Okay, I'm pretty sure that the way this goes is that video is on one side, power's in the middle. Oops, so let's switch back to this camera. Video is on one end. It's in, and power is in the middle. And the ground common is on the outside. Get it wrapped around one more time like that, and then these all went in really good. Okay, so there's our secondary camera harness. Now let's bring the plane back into action and see if we can get this thing put in, and then we can test it to see if the darn thing works. Because I don't think I've tested the video since we put it all in. So we haven't really tested this plane. We don't know if it works, I don't think. Or maybe I did. I can't even remember what I've done. Okay. So I'm putting everything away here because you know how I hate messes. So this bag is just, so at least for now, it's kind of just holding all the junk from the plane. There's the lens cap. And there's the extra little wiring harness that I should have cut in half, like Chris said. Put that over there. Here's the front of the plane. The moth has gone away somewhere. That's kind of good news. Let's put this away. Where is the channel for it? Channel for what? For which river? For river jet boats? You know, I don't take advantage of Discord enough. I just found out one of my hobbies is this flight simulator stuff that I'm building over there, and it's really my only other hobby. This 3D printing, computers, flight simulator. What was I going to say? And I've been looking on like Thingiverse and stuff for certain parts to build and to figure out, and I hadn't been able to find what I was looking for. But I've also, like, I'm on some Discords, like RC Video Reviews Discord and stuff like that. I'm also on some Flight Simulator Discords, and I found everything that I was looking for. It turned out that it wasn't quite what I was looking for, but it gave me the enough to go on when I was building my own model in Fusion 360. Let's put it that way. And it's all on Discord, and gotta love Discord. I just gotta learn how to put that in my like workflow of something to look at when I'm looking for something or want to communicate with somebody about something. You know, instead of just always looking on YouTube or searching Google and not getting what I want. Because Discord, just stuff on Discord just doesn't come up on you know, Google searches and stuff, as you probably know. Unless you, maybe there's a way, like a command you can give Google, like to filter it or something, like site:discord.com. I guess I should try that sometime. But I don't think it doesn't work because it doesn't go through everybody's Discord. So North 49 has it. So he's talking about his Discord. I'm going to have to join it. Well, what is it called? Is it just called North 49 RC? I'll have to try to find it, Chris. I'll try to find your Discord and I will join it. Robert will probably send me a link in Discord. Because like Robert is like besides my son who's on Discord, I think you're my only like friend on Discord, Robert. You're my Discord friend. And as you know, I'm not on Discord ever. I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna take advantage of Discord more often. I'm going to try to remember to work it into my flow. Okay, enough blabbing. We are going to now, before we even hook up this wiring harness, we're going to reinforce this wing. So that part we're going to do with this little, we're going to have camera issues, I know it. But now I'm going to move the soldering stuff again. Sorry, I'm going to move this stuff again. Why can't I think of that guy who does the live stream so that I can... Oh, I almost did the cord. I almost ruined the camera. Whoa. That would have been bad. Okay. Let's figure out what we're going to do. Let's get this out of the way. And we'll try to make this camera at a higher place. Okay. So as you can see here, what we're going to do is reinforce this where I have totally just now screwed it up today by putting this camera in place. So I think maybe we should glue the camera first. Maybe. Let's pull it out of here. Let's put the wiring harness in. Oh my gosh, I need different glasses. Can't think of that guy's FPV, name of that guy's FPV channel. He does planes and quads. He does nighttime. He does a live stream like nighttime flying sometimes. That's awesome. Okay, so I think we're just going to glue it in and we're going to kind of reinforce it. So I'm going to get the glue. Oh, thank you. You guys have both sent me invites. Appreciate it. I'm burning my floor with the hot glue gun here. Hold on. Let me see if I've damaged it. Ah, crap. Could be. Could be I burnt it a little bit. Okay. Sorry. I'm off camera. Here we go. We're going to glue this in. How are we going to do that? We're going to just put a glop of glue. Let's see if I can figure this out. Probably going to switch to this camera here. We're going to put this like this. So I think I should just glue the foam first and stick it in there. And then I'll look at it this way to get the angle. So how's it going to fly? It's going to, yep, that's about exactly what I want right there. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just do it live. We're just going to put some glue right in there. If it'll come out. There we go. And then stick this down on top of it, like so, and angle it like that. And just don't move it for a minute. And take it. And, oh, I want to angle it up some. Angle it up some. Like that. Okay, so now we're going to add some more to the bottom. So now we're going to go back to this view. Let's see how we're doing there. Where are we? Oh no, that's terrible. There, that's better. Now we'll put some here on the bottom. Like that. Very fancy. Okay. Now what we're going to do is reinforce this sucker. I'm going to see it's weak. This is the weakest part now. So we're going to cut out this tape that I've got around here, and we'll put some tape back when we're done. We're going to take all this tape out. We're going to take this paper off probably too, because this paper is coming unglued. So, and then we're just going to kind of improvise as we go along here to get this kind of reinforced in an ugly way. Because like I've said all along about this particular plane, we don't really care. We can build another one. It's foam board, and it's not like a kit. I designed it myself, per se, designed with quotes, air quotes around it, because it's really, measurements are mostly from Andrew Newton. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to, that fresh glue that we just put in there is going to come out right there. Nope, it's already hardened, so we're going to cut along here, and we're going to cut at least along this glue line here, and we're going to get rid of this piece of paper, or at least re-glue it down. No, we're going to just get it out. Okay. And we've got bare foam here. Now we've got bare foam here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out, probably none of that was on camera because I'm such a dork. I'm going to take out, I should pay more attention. I got to deal with my workflow here. I'm going to take out some tape. I think I need to put a sharp blade on this. We're going to put a sharp blade on this. Sorry, we got to put a sharp blade on this. So, that's a whole ordeal because we're dealing with foam board that's white and clean, and I don't want to get, oh, hold on, I just dropped my Riley County Flyers sticker that Kevin designed. So I take a blade, I put it on a piece of paper towel, I spray it with some alcohol, because these blades are coated with oil, which is good. They're coated with oil so they don't get rusty. And then, but I don't want that oil on my planes and in my projects. So that before we deploy it into our cutter, we clean the oil off with alcohol. That's what I do. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. In fact, probably it's the wrong thing to do. But works for me. Okay. And then we have a system. I have a system where if I can see the DeWalt logo, because these are DeWalt blades, if I can see it on this side, the side with the screw, that means I've already turned it around. So both sides are dull. Both ends are dull. So then that means it's got to go in the scrap sharps pile for later disposal, which I've never disposed of any since I started this workshop. So I have a bin of every gosh darn razor blade I've used. Isn't that crazy? Oh, and I put it in the wrong way, not according to my system. Here we go. So, yeah, I've used my razor blades enough to kind of come up with a stupid little system to keep track of. Because sometimes they're still so clean, and I'm so blind that I can't see the tip good enough to say, oh, that's not, because they do get rounded off at the very end a little bit. A visual amount, an amount discernible to the human eye. Okay, so let's go back to our view here, and if we can get it in focus. Focus! It won't focus. Maybe it's starting to focus. Let's do another, just a small score cut, and we're going to stop there, and then we're going to go along here too. So we're going to go to the end. Oh, this kind of started a little too early. There we go. We're going to peel all this paper off, if I can. And paper and tape, I should say. Is this in view? I don't know. And we're going to have to do some more cutting here. See, it's got the glue from my last reinforcement attempt. So we're going to have to go along here too. We're going to pump more glue in there. Then we're going to reinforce it. See, it's all right there too. So we're going to get some glue inside of there. And in fact, I'm actually going to remove. We're going, the surgery's getting deeper, guys. We're going to cut some of that out. And then we're going to cut some of this side out too. Try not to cut off my thumb. And we're going to cut some of this off so we can have some space for fresh glue. Oh my goodness. It's getting close to my vacation. I am so excited to be going to Colorado pretty soon. Okay, so first thing we're going to do to fix this business is we're going to get some glue inside of there, and then I'm going to hold it down where it's supposed to be. So let's just prop it up as much as possible, and then I can even angle it. If I angle it more room to get in there. Oh, I'm melting it all over the place. There we go. And then we're just going to put some along here too. Okay. Now I'm going to just smush all that in. Ah! What a mess. Okay. But it's going to definitely increase the strength. And then I'm going to, I'm probably doing it too much. Don't want it to be not level with this one, not at the same angle as that one. Right? Let me look at it and make sure don't have it off kilter here too badly. It actually looks pretty good, believe it or not. Okay, so let's just hold it here straight up and down, let it dry. Let it cool off, I should say. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put some strips of foam to the side of it too. So I should hold it vertically still. Gotta wait. It's like watching grass grow. Oh, it's like watching glue dry. Yeah, it's still. It's definitely going to take some more reinforcement after this part. We're going to put some foam strips around it. And yeah, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. Okay, let's go back to this view. And Bixler approved. Yep, okay, so what I'm going to do is cut a couple strips off of this, just because it's sitting right here. And I should use a ruler so it's somewhat straight. Let's do it here. So I'm basically just going to cut this in half, or like a strip like that. And then another one. And then we'll make one to put on top. We'll figure out how wide to make the one to put on top in a minute here. Okay, so now we have these two little pieces. What we can do is figure out how long they need to be. Oh, you know what? I want to put, well, these are going to be shorter. These got to be only that long. I think. Maybe I need to customize it. I'm just going to customize it really quick a little bit. I'm going to put a little bevel at that end. And then I'm going to also cut out some where all this glop is up here. So we'll just slice out some there, like that. And let's see how that fits in. Actually, I'm going to angle it a little bit all along here so that we can have a nice tight fit. That'll for sure make it Bixler approved. It's ugly, but it's what we're going to do. Okay, so basically I'm just going to cut out a little bit more here. And a little bit more back here. It's starting to get dull already. See how when it starts to pill up like that, the blade's already getting dull. And we're going to have to still just take off a little bit more. Oh, my tummy's starting to growl now. I didn't eat dinner before this. Okay, so now we're just going to glop some glue onto here. Way too much glue. And squeeze that in there. Like so. And then, ouch, take some scrap and that, and hold it there while my fingers burn. Ah, holy crap. I got to stop adding more weight to this little plane, I know. This poor little thing. I know. You are right, but we have to make it so this is structurally, I mean, maybe I only need to add one strip. Let's see. Let's see how it feels now. Oh, that's the wrong side. I don't know what I need to do, but I need to do something. Maybe if I just put a little piece of wood, like a little piece of this along here, that would be way stiffer and give it some kind of, that's what I'm going to do. This is just a little bit too long. We'll go, let's see what other ones are over here. Okay, it's still good. Okay, we're going to cut it with my brutal cutters, the ones I don't care about. Let's cut it about there. We're just cutting. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just stick this with more glue. Yes, Robert, I'm going to unfortunately put more glue in there. But if I could get it out, come out of this glue gun. This glue gun is starting to fail me. Go figure. Oh, that's not very good at all. Let's go down this way a little. That's not very good at all. Let's get some in there. More weight. Okay. then we're going to do it at the end there. I'm not even going to squeegee it. I'm just going to leave it like that. Then I'm even going to put a little bit more in that little crack there. I know, this looks horrible, but we don't care about this plane. Let's just remember that. So, you are absolutely right. Under normal circumstances, I'm even going to put a little in front here, because that's where it'll come apart in a crash. Under normal circumstances, I'd probably just rebuild this whole wing, because holy crap, this thing is taking a beating. But that's the whole point of this plane. I don't want to fix it. I want to fly it the way it is. I just wanted to add INAV to it the way it is. And if it flies good, then we can build a new fresh one. Or if we think we need more wingspan, which we probably do, I'd say it needs, I don't know, 100 more millimeters of wingspan, at least. These wings are just too stubby. They're just too stubby. It's like a Japanese 0 or something. Okay, so next step, well, we should let it, I got to add a little bit more glue right in here. So we're going to add just a little bit. Or is it filled up? Just a wee little bit. Right there. Just to get that kind of sealed off. There we go. So we're just going to let that beautiful monstrosity dry, or die. And I think I also need to see how my angles aren't quite right. I mean, I knew the angles weren't the same, but I was worried about this taking too much material off of there. But apparently that doesn't really matter now, because I've tried to compensate for that over here, I think. Probably not. I probably just leave it alone. And I'm going to have some foam in the view. So it doesn't matter. It's going to be, this bar is going to be in the view. This is going to be in the view. The prop's going to be spinning. Okay. So the next step is to put the wire through here, which I should have done before I put the connector on. And oh my God, there's so many glue strings all over the place. So we're going to go in the exact same location as we put this hole, which was very close to there. So what we're going to do is get our knife. Let's get this knife. What time is that? 20 more minutes. So let's see if I can get this damn camera connected in 20 minutes. And I got to be very careful about the wires inside the wing. That is not cutting through there. I don't want to use a little force or too much force and then push through the wires and break them, cut them, because, you know, that's going to be a disaster. I'm going to have to take the wing off to do this. There's just no way. So let's just suffer through the fact that I got to separate these two things again. And let's figure out if I can poke through without, okay. So I'm definitely poked through there. And there are, oh my gosh, it's hard to see. Where is that? Where did I poke through? Okay, I'm pretty clear of all the wires. So let's just keep cutting. Come on. I think there's a piece of plastic under there. Okay. And then let's just poke the rest through with this cotton swabby thing that I have here. Let's see where I am with that. Okay, that's the plastic. So I can't go any further back than that. Let's see if that's going to get us through. This is where I might have to take these out of the connector again. We'll see. We shall see. Oh, don't break the wing. Ah. We're going to take this out of the connector. Okay, we're taking this out so that we can... What a dodo. See, this is how you learn. Don't try to use the connector before you've got it through a very tight spot. So we're using the blade to put up the little clips. Oh, I didn't pull it up hard enough. And we take each wire out of this connector. And then we're going to have to push these wires through. And I'm going to untwist them a little and push them through one at a time. I mean, I can see air, I can see light through there, so it won't be hard to push these through with no connector on them. And there's 2 of the 3. Which one is not going through? The red one. Come on, go through. There it is. We've got it. We've got it through. Now, let's see if we can get it without untwisting the whole damn thing. Oh, crap. Come on. Once it starts twisting, it won't go through. Shit. Now if this one is all, oh, crap. Okay. Oh, the moth is back. You know why the moth is back? Because I'm at my most frustrating possible part. Okay, so here is where we're going to stop. And I should have gone around the other side of that antenna too. So now I got to pull it out some. We're going to go back that way. And then down. Not behind that screw, but down that like that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I should have probably had this camera on, but this is such a mess, you can't see what I'm doing anyway. It's too close to the camera. This plane is not, it's not good, got a good maintenance access. I'm just going to kind of tack it down with a little glop of glue right there, hoping that, and then I'll tape it down here. Just standing here holding it. I don't even know, am I even on camera? Is it off camera? Oh, I'm here. It's a very wide angle. Okay, and then we'll get some tape. Just preliminary piece of tape to just keep it from flopping around. And I think I'm going to add another piece to the front of that piece. And a piece to the back too. So we have lots of surface stickiness. Okay, now this mess is such a mess under here. Oh my God, this is the worst. I'm going to try to get it upside down and get this retwisted before I put it back together. And everybody's gone. Okay. What are you guys talking about? Moose Lake. Blue-green algae already. Oh, man. I'm telling you, there are too many humans. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry to say we've overreached, man. Not saying there weren't algae blooms before the humans. There were, of course. But we have overstepped. Definitely overstepped our place on the planet. We're going to get a new 3-pin thing because I think I've dropped that one on the floor or something. And where are we? Are we on? We'll go to this camera here. Again. And so you can see this mess I'm dealing with. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, yeah, you can. There. What a mess. This is a mess. So we're going to just deal with it as gently as possible. We're going to put a yellow at one end. And we're going to twist. Get it twisted. It was so nice and neat before. The black, or the red goes in the middle. And the black goes at the end. I think I can get both of these at the same time. Nah, just get the red in the middle. Get it in there. See, last time, no problem. This time, nothing works the same. Nothing works as good the second time around. Okay, now it's in. Now we'll do the black one. Get it angled the right way. This side's got to be up for it to click in there. There we go. Let's make sure they're all three in. Now, we have to feed this down with the rest of this crap here. And, oh dear, we're going to have to fix the hatch. We'll fix it. I put some glue reinforcement and now, okay, so now we've got to get this thing in here. And plugged into that camera. So I've got to get this wire where I can see it. Oh my God, this is going to be so hard. Okay, so it's going to go into cam 2, C2. I see where it goes. So all I have to do is somehow get my pair of pliers. Okay, you guys, this is going to be one of the hardest parts of this whole build right here, is just getting this connector in. So we're going to, where is it? I've lost it. Shit, there it is. Okay, which camera do I have on? I don't know if you're going to be able to see what I'm doing or not, so I'm going to apologize right now for the fact that this is just going to be a jumbled, cursing mess. I gotta get it so I can see. I gotta get enough. I don't think I made it long enough. This is gonna be the shortest wire of the whole bunch. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, it's way down there. No, these pliers aren't gonna work. Okay, oh, I got it through. Okay. So now, all I have to do is get it on there. Okay. Oh, come on. I think I almost got it. God, I got it. I got it on. C2. Okay, folks, we did it. So now what we need to do is turn this over. Get this shit out of the way. And get this put back together somehow. So we're going to stuff all these wires in. And hopefully this will be the last time we have to do this until we crash it. Okay, just a few more wires to get in there. I got them all in before. I'll get them in again. I'm going to switch to this camera view. I don't think that one is of any value. Okay. Shit. Shit. Oh, I got it. No, I don't got the front. There's still some wires in there. Come on. Oh, I think I got it. Okay, where are the two things I pulled out? There's the front one. They're split too. Shit. Oh, crap. I don't want to let go of this thing. Let's get the back one in. Okay. Oh, there's no way I can see back there. Oh, man, you guys. Okay. Oh, I didn't have it on straight. I can see straight through there. Hold on. I can see straight through there now. Come on. Oh, there it is. Got the back one in. Okay, let's get the front one somehow. Well, now that we have the back one in, I can let go of it. And then this, we're just gonna peel off all the stringies that are coming off. And then we're also going to just, I must have glued it or something. Straighten up the end there. Okay. This end we can use the hatch to see what we're doing. Except I gotta fix the hatch. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. We got it in. Okay. Woo! Look at this. 5 minutes to go. I think you guys are all gone, or most of you. It says 0. Nobody's here. You guys are talking amongst yourselves. Good. I don't have to worry about what's going on there. I'm glad you're talking amongst yourselves. That's what I kind of was hoping. You guys would have conversations. There would be people just wanting to hang out, because this isn't exciting to watch. Okay, I still haven't gotten this plane finished. Unbelievable. That's 6 hours into a quick throw a flight controller in and chuck it into the air. Well, that didn't happen, did it? No. So I was going to get this done and figure out, oh my God, what am I going to do with all the rest of the time that I have? That's hilarious. Okay, so let's, with the couple minutes that I have left, I am going to take this and I'm going to try to make the hatch a little bit easier to open and close. It fits too good. That's better. Now what we're going to do is put a couple of thingies on here, like make a tab to pull it with. So let's see, we'll go like that, and then we'll go about like that. And then we'll just squeeze that together. And then we really only need that one tab. That's good. Yes. Okay. Add a mother. Oh, you guys are talking to Chris. Yeah, I was going to say, you can't add another motor to this one. The boat. Okay, this is not very strong either, but we're not going to add any more weight. We are just going to do the CG now. Actually, what time is it? 10:57. Okay, so what we should do is just, oh my gosh, I don't have enough time. We don't have enough time. We're not going to test it. We're not going to hook it up to the computer. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to put the, what battery was I going to use in this? Oh, let me go get a battery that I thought I might use. And let's see what the CG is. This battery I was thinking of using is off in this other room. Well, let's try a couple. Let's try. I'm going to make a battery tray, but we're not going to have to do that. We are going to have to wait till the next live stream. But what I thought we would do is at least just see. Okay. Let's see how we're doing here as far as space goes. So, oh, I'm going to break the tail. That's a 3-cell, what is it? I don't know, but I don't think I might not make a battery tray. If this battery works with the CG, it's a 3-cell 1500, I believe. We'll pull it out and take a look. So let's check the CG about, oh, look at that. I think that the CG, I'm going for, oh, I just stepped on the wire. Are you still there? Are we still connected? Yes. That's probably too far back, isn't it? Where that line is? Is that a third of the way back? I'm counting this whole wing. So if I go to there, it's a little bit nose heavy. I think this is going to work. I don't think I have to build a battery tray. I don't have to add any more weight, Robert. It's just going to go like that. That's it. That's the answer. Now we'll try it with this Ovonic Air 2200 50C. Ha, 50C my ass. This was a Zippy 1500. This is a Ovonic 2200. They're almost the same size. Which one do you think is lying about its amperage? Its milliamps. Its storage capacity. Okay, so let's try the 2200. It barely fits in there, but it does still fit in there. And let's see how it goes into here. And then we can not blast the flight controller, hopefully. So we might put up a little wall there to protect it from the cables. Okay, so this is the Ovonic 2200. And it is definitely more nose heavy. And if I go further forward with the CG, then that balance is better, of course. So I don't know. I guess the flight will tell. We'll try both of them. And so that will bring us to the end of today's live stream. We have an entire plane with 2 cameras, a VTX with a horrible antenna. After my vacation, I'm going to buy some new antennas. Everything's after my vacation. But it's a plane of a meld between partially my own dimensions and that of Andrew Newton's to copy the mini Sky Hunter, I believe it's called. And we have a real mini Sky Hunter, which we should build on this live stream. So I would like to say thank you guys for watching. You're probably all gone now. Let's see. No, it says somebody's here. Thanks, Robert. I really appreciate your support as always. As always. And I'm looking here to see which button I got to push because I always forget. It's the 6 button. So thanks, Robert, for coming, and 8-Bit, and Chris, North 49 Chris, and Buzzard, and whoever else was here that I probably missed. There was one other person, I think. So sorry if I missed another person. Thanks for coming, you guys. See you next week. It'll be the same webcam next week, and then it'll be vacation the week after, I think. I'm not sure how many more weeks I have. Something just fell over there. Anyway, good night, you guys. Over and out. Bye. Good night, you guys. Peace.